Hey guys, Corey here with another review. You guys seem to love the last one and requested another one, so this time we're going to be doing Monster Boy and the Cursed Kingdom. It's a spiritual successor to the Wonder Boy series, which came out on the Sega Master System and the TurboGrafx and such. So let's get right into it. I'm going to be reviewing it on the same three criteria as last time. How does it perform? How fun is it? And, the value of the game. Let's start off by talking about how it performs. There isn't a whole lot to say about this. It's a really cool cartoony style, so it's not very intensive on the system. That said, in handheld mode, it runs at 720p, 60 frames per second, buttery smooth, no drop in performance, not noticeable to me anyway. And when you have it docked on your TV, it performs at 1080p, 60 frames per second. Again, buttery smooth, no issues at all anywhere in the game, in my experience anyway. I'll touch back on the art style. It's really cool. Just like I said, it's a cartoony hand-drawn. The entire game is hand-drawn, which just adds to how awesome this game is. Well, like I said earlier, there isn't a whole lot to say about how this game performs, so we're just going to move right into the second criteria: how fun is the game? So for this criteria, I want to start off by saying that this game can be incredibly frustrating at times. Enemies can be cheap and they kind of come off screen sometimes and all, but for the most part, the difficulty isn't too bad. So I want to talk about the different forms you can take in Monster Boy. There's a bunch of them, and they help you get through different puzzles and stuff in the game. So the first one is the pig. It's the first one you get, and it's kind of really cool in my opinion. It lets you do different abilities like fire, lightning, wind, bombs, and such. That's kind of its main thing. You can do a downward stomp, and it just looks cool, I guess. There isn't a whole lot to say about this. Like I said, it's the first one you get, and it's pretty neat. It's fun overall. Next, you get the snake, and the snake allows you to climb on certain walls, sometimes the ceiling and stuff, and it also allows you to get into the little holes. And it really just opens up the map whenever you start being able to be the snake, and you get to really get a sense of what you're going to be able to do in the game at this point. Like here, you're about to see the snake being able to ride up some platforms that the pig wasn't able to earlier in the game because he's too heavy. So, like I said, you get a chance to really explore a little more and find out what other things you're going to be able to do. So the next one is probably my favorite of them all. It's the frog. He can wear armor, use swords, and shields, so those aren't wasted anymore. And he can also do this thing where he can jump and get pulled up by these hooks up top, and gives him more mobility. And it just let me have a whole bunch more fun with the game. There's also this lion form, which gets to also use swords, shields, bracelets, boots, all the stuff, and it also has this charge ability, which lets him run faster and jump higher, just making him an all-around versatile character. And he also, I believe, has higher defense, it seems anyway, in my opinion, than the other characters. And then there is the dragon. And as you might have guessed, the dragon will let you fly around and shoot fireballs. Right? Big surprise, I know. This actually opens up for you to be able to explore old maps that you weren't able to get everything in, and just have fun, flying. Who doesn't want to fly and shoot fireballs? And then there's the last form, or the first form, whatever you want to call it, human. That's basic and boring and all. We're not even going to talk about the human form. You guys have seen it before, so yeah, we're not going to talk about much about that one. Alright, now it's time for the third criteria: value. What is this game worth in terms of, its monetary cost and, hours you get out of it and enjoyment and just all that combined. And then afterwards, we'll get right into the rating. So, the game is a $40 game. I think it's definitely worth the $40. It's got a solid amount of gameplay. I've played it for probably a little bit over 20 hours right now, and I haven't 100%ed it. There's still a lot of things for me to collect and all. So I think you could easily get 25, maybe a little bit more out of it, depending on if you're a perfectionist or something. Now, I'm going to talk a little bit about collectibles here, and I know that could probably go into like how fun is it or something, but I think it's going to hold more impact here. There's a ton of things to collect, from ability upgrades to musical sheets that give you extra gold and things. And I haven't finished collecting all those, so you might get other cool stuff. There's ultimate, like the final. There's armor and shields and bracelets and boots and weapons that are you have to collect pieces of. You have to collect 5 pieces of each of these special ones to get like the ultimate best one. Something I haven't done yet, so maybe I'll get a chance to do that at some point. And really, to me, those kinds of things actually add a lot of value. They're back to adding, time and hours spent playing the game, where it doesn't feel like a chore, going around collecting things. That's fun to me. So that's definitely a big factor in the value category. With that said, I think it's worth every penny of the $40, $40 US dollars at least. Without hesitation, it's totally worth all that. Alright guys, it's the time that you have been waiting for this entire video. It's time for the official rating from CC Gaming. And just like before, we're going to be using the CC system. So right, we got it's CC Gaming, CC Reviews, heck, we even got VCCR, which is our VR series. So we're going to be using the CC system. So it's going to be however many CCs out of 5. That's how we're going to rate this. So without further ado, it's time to give you guys our final rating. And that rating is a whopping 4 out of 5 CCs. The game could definitely have been improved. It's not a bad game. It feels a little difficult at times, a little bit more difficult than it needs to be. I'm not great at puzzles. I found it had a little extra puzzles. The puzzles were in like every other room at times. But overall, it's a great game. Like, I really enjoyed my time. Like I said, I played 20-something hours or something into it, and didn't get tired of playing it. Really had a blast the entire time. Got a little frustrated at times, but what game isn't a little bit frustrating? But again, because it got a little cheap with some of the enemies, and they had like enemies off screen that you couldn't see sometimes, getting you repetitive enemies that just kind of ambush you. These bats that fly at you were so difficult in some of the later stages that I won't spoil here for you. I haven't spoiled here for you. But they're just really cheap and really ridiculous to avoid and kill and stuff at times. So for those reasons, I have to give it a 4. I wish I could give it more than that, but I can't. Alright guys, I know this is kind of a short review. There's a little bit of extra footage for you guys to watch at the end. It won't get too spoilery. I kept it kind of early on in the game. But I want to say thank you guys for the encouragement and for asking me to do another review after the first one we did a couple weeks ago. I really had a lot of fun doing both of them so far. I do want to try and do more of these when I can. I can't make a commitment to doing them all the time. But thank you guys for being so supportive and so, just pushing me to do another one, because it's been a blast. So thanks everybody for watching, and make sure if you like this video, you smack that thumbs up button. If you are new here and you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button and ring the little bell so that you get notifications when I go live or whenever I upload a new video. And join Discord. We have an awesome community where a bunch of us chat when I'm not live, and you can get to know some really cool people there and get a chance to chat with me. I mean, if that's what you're into. So thanks everybody again, and I will see you next time. Have a great day, everyone.
It didn't matter that I spent a week perfecting your songs, the best songs of all time. You hated them all. I made you a mixtape, which sold in my yard sale. You said it was dumb. I have gym class with your brother. He said that you're over me. I'm not what you need. I heard you got a new boyfriend. Take him to the park.